Hi, this video is to show you how to solve problem 1 of our production management and execution class notes on page 30. And here's the statement of the problem. And it asks to calculate time of each component and the total time allocated for the operation in order to produce 200 units. This relates also to our slides about production management and execution. And here are some formulas that I copied from our class notes. We're going to be using these formulas to solve this problem, and I'm going to use Excel to solve that. So in Excel, I start taking notes. Here are the notes about the pieces of information that we have in the problem. The base is 15 units, capacity is 3 splits, capacity splits is 3 splits, setup time, machine time, labor time, the tear down time, and the quantity. So here are the formulas. Remember, setup time is fixed time, so we don't have to compute. Also, tear down time is fixed, so I don't have to compute. The only two that I have to compute is machine and labor time because they're variable time. They're variable, so their times vary. Okay, now let's do that. We don't have to compute the setup time, we don't have to compute the tear down time, but we have to compute the labor time. So let's compute the labor time. So the labor time is given by this formula. Labor time, and one of the components of labor time is rate over base. So I'm going to compute rate divided by the base here. So the rate in this case is the labor time, 20 minutes, divided by the base, 15 units. That's rate divided by base. Now I'm going to multiply rate and base by the quantity. So I'm doing now this. I did this first. Now I'm doing this. Okay. So if I do the rate divided by base multiplied by the quantity, this is 266.67 units. And now I do all the formula here. So labor time is going to be this numerator divided by the capacity splits. Capacity splits are here. So it's 88.88 minutes. Okay, that's labor time. Now machine time. So in this case, machine time also has a rate base. I'm going to copy this to save my time. So the rate base for the machine, the rate is the time for machine. So it's 10 minutes divided by the base, which is 15 units. And then I get this division and multiply by capacity splits. I'm sorry, the quantity, 200. I'm doing the top of this division, the numerator. Now the machine time, which is the whole thing here, is equal to the numerator divided by the capacity splits. Capacity splits is 3, so that's 44 minutes. So my total time is going to be equal to my setup time plus my labor time plus my machine time plus my tear down time, the time to go back to the initial state. So I think that the tear down time is 10 minutes. I'm sorry, the tear down time is 10 minutes, like in the problem. So the total time is 158 minutes, okay, to process 200 units using this base, the 3 capacity splits, 3 parallel process with this amount of rate and base and so on, okay, which is the same answer we have here, 158.3 minutes. Okay, that's all.